Hello, hello. Hope you're all well. Today we're going to look at when will your person on your mind reach out to you? Will they reach out to you? And what are they thinking right now? So let's ask for the viewers, Spirit, what will their person reach out to them? And what are they thinking now? Let's have a look. Okay. It does feel as if from the past and from looking at what has already taken place, your person has been very much in the mental realm, overthinking, overanalyzing things. They somehow can't let go. They can't let go of the thoughts about you. And so they're feeling a bit directionless at the moment, trying to decide should they, shouldn't they. And this is causing them quite a lot of stress. It's keeping them up at night as well. They're almost overthinking things and they can't get you off their mind. And in a very short while, there's a sense of a new beginning, a new start. The Fool always represents new beginnings and more enthusiasm, a much lighter, more playful kind of energy coming in. And I see them reaching out to you with a very light-hearted sort of message, a very light-hearted approach. So this is not perhaps the in-depth conversation you might be expecting. This might be a little bit silly, even a little bit childish. It could be a message that leaves you thinking, what? Especially for those of you who haven't perhaps spoken in a while. It feels as if this message could be quite frivolous. So you will need to take a step back, sort of reassess things, but I suggest you keep it lighthearted as well. They've been thinking a lot. And you've had some conversations in the past, something to do with settling down. So whether this means sort of down in the future, this being moving in together, purchasing a home together, creating a future together, having children, whatever it means for you, or even just taking this relationship to the next level, they've been thinking about this. Now, they may not at the time have responded in the way you would have liked them to, but it appears that they've been doing some thinking. And with this comes a sense that in this time apart, there's a feeling that they're recognizing that there's no one quite like you for them. So there seems to be this lovely twin flame connection, the soulmate connection, which indicates an offer. It indicates a happy outcome. It also indicates that there's some sort of conversation around living together, getting married, getting engaged. They're wanting to take this to the next level. However, it won't be the first thing they speak about. It does feel as if due to them coming out of this period of overanalyzing, overthinking, perhaps also looking at this from a more practical approach, the sort of connection and this sort of message that comes through could be one of testing the waters, being curious, a little bit passion driven. So there could be a lust element to it. So it could be a sexy, naughty message. They're trying to play it cool, and they're trying to not let on just what they're feeling and how much they're feeling. So they're keeping this very lighthearted, and you may sort of be wondering like why this is happening. And it's saying that they've had some run-ins with you in the past. So you've had some, perhaps they felt rejected by you, but as you can see with the figure with the bandage on their head, they're not willing to risk that one again. So they're holding back, they're stepping back, and they want to, as I said, temperature test here to see whether you're open to a bit of flirtation and a bit of fun for some of you. And, you know, this is sort of coming through in a way that is not very perhaps mature, it's not coming through very emotionally. It's more like superficially, even in a way, but they have been thinking about things. And of course, you know, they may not be the greatest communicators either. So the message could just not go down the way they would like it to have gone down. And let's see you in this. For some of you, you're kind of looking at this and wondering, like, you know, whether this is really what you want. I do feel that some of you will initially be quite closed off to this contact. You might respond a little bit reserved. You might pull back a little bit and not initially be very warm during this kind of conversation. So, you know, I sort of see, though, that this is universally guided, as much as it might seem like you don't get what's going on. There is the sense that the universe is saying this is, like, I feel from your person, this is sort of a peace offering in a way. And it's universally guided, like you've been on their mind. They want to be reaching out to you. And, you know, it's just that there is, with the moon energy, things are not on the surface. They're not showing up in the physical reality. You know, there's a lot going on under the surface, and this is causing a lot of confusion and a lot of assumptions that are not really what is happening here. So just be a little bit careful of that. It's saying that with the Three of Cups, there's definitely a sense of getting together for pleasure. So for some of you, yes, if you're in a frivolous mood, then this offer will, you know, mean you reconnect perhaps in a more fun way. And there's definitely a lot of attraction between you. So it does feel as if on an attraction level, you score really high. And so for me, this is about merriment and pleasure. And for others, this will be kind of like an invite. Some might be a dinner or an outing of some kind. And it is saying that your person is trying to find a way back into your life, and they're wanting to sort of make right the wrongs, and they're approaching this really slowly. And of course, you are the Queen of Cups, and you're coming across as very much looking very deeply into what it is you want and need. There's also a lot of intuition going on here, very emotional feeling here. And this is why I say perhaps this rather frivolous approach for some of you will not work, and you'll be looking very deeply at what it is you want. However, I don't see your person just giving up on you. They're very much desiring you. They're wanting to be with you. And of course, here comes another conversation that extends from this initial invite, whether you take it or not. There's a sense that something new begins conversation-wise. So everything is in the realm of conversation, going out, having some fun, but not really this deeper conversation. There's definitely a feeling of attraction, and this being driven by more of a sense of curiosity. I definitely feel your person being really cautious and just testing it, even though we see that they have had a time to think about what they want, and that in a sense, if you're looking for that established, more solid connection, this is what they want down the line as well, but they're not saying it as yet. They're pursuing more the easier going route. Now, there's a sense that they reach out, and there will be some decisions and choices to be made. So for some of you, you may decide to have a look at this, and perhaps, you know, you decide to then, I do feel some of you are then going to decide to close the door and just go, you know, you're looking for something much more. And others, this will be a new beginning for your relationship. Everybody has a different, a unique kind of situation. But this does indicate that by around March time, March, April, there's a forward movement in your affairs regarding this relationship. And especially if you've been no contact, but there's still that sense of feeling wounded around, you know, like arguments and fights and conversations. So I just want to have a look at at your person, and then at you. Person and you. Okay, you, and then how this all fits in with what is coming. Okay, so for your person, this has been a time of integration. As you can see here, it's the yin and the yang. They realize that you are their yin or yang, and that you balance and you complete them. They've realized this in your absence, and they've realized also where they haven't been clear. The Beyond the Illusion talks about transformation, the butterfly representing the transformation coming out of a period of time where these illusions of what you argued about or the things you discussed where there were miscommunications, it's been like time out for rethinking and reassessing things. And so they are moving out of this illusionary period and much more into a space of practicality where they start to slowly understand what is happening. There is a sense that for some of you, there have been comparisons made in the sense around what they are wanting from the relationship with you and what it is. And the thing is, the fantasy and the reality are two totally different things. They may also end up comparing themselves to someone else. Perhaps this is a previous partner of yours. Perhaps they're comparing you to a previous partner of theirs. But as the bamboo and the oak, they are so uniquely different that they cannot be compared. And so this comparison situation is for them also trying to figure out what they want and how they want it. Well, this hasn't worked. So they're going beyond the illusion, and there's an integration process where they're starting to have clarity on this relationship, on you, and what they want, which of course they're figuring it out, and they're realizing that there's a much deeper connection between you. And the thing is, these things sometimes take time. Not everybody's on the same sort of timeline around these things, and the best way forward right now is to let this unfold. For you, it shows there's a greater sense of maturity. You're deeper, you're empathic, you've also come through things, but you've done your work. You're working in the realm of understanding your emotions, needing to deepen and mature in order to be a better partner. You've been working on that. So I see now why some of you, this frivolous kind of invite or message is just not good enough. And, although I see the maturity, I feel as if a lot of you will either just let it go or, you're going to give this, for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to give this person a chance to show up perhaps differently. Perhaps you see and really believe in this relationship, and you can see that they mean well. There's also a great deal of change, and this is this whirlpool of change which is coming in, as you can see, quite powerfully, and it's steered by spirit. So this is divinely orchestrated. So your relationship is moving into a new space. And what's very interesting is, if you're patient, something new is coming out of this, and it will be within one lunar cycle, which is approximately 28 days. So let's say a month, you will see some changes taking place. Something new will be birthed. I see a conversation. I see you having a serious sit down and a talk. You're going to be in conversation. There's more talking for this relationship. And as you can see with the healing, it's not about the mind, the eyes, and it's also not about the ego, but about the heart. And so your heart chakras are being opened, which is really beautiful, so that both of you can be more receptive to each other. And what is really, really awesome is that you have a master that is working with both of you on this relationship. So I'm just saying, talk to your master, talk to the spirit guide, because this person has been somebody who incarnated on the earth plane and has now ascended and is taking on the role of guiding you and your person through this relationship. So you will, through divinity, you will be brought together again. And there are some very intense spiritual lessons happening. And as we saw with the Four of Wands, this is a soulmate relationship. And this is in the hands of your spirit guides who are helping you to reach the next level with this. For a lot of you, I feel this is your person. This is your person, and you're going to move through this time. It is temporary. There's still a lot of communication to be had until this is properly cleared for both of you. There's a rebuilding of trust and a rebuilding of, this relationship and its energy leading you to whatever the commitment stage means for you, marriage, children, living together, the next step for you, wherever you're at on your journey. And your person loves you unconditionally, which is really beautiful because that's what it's all about. So, don't hold on to grudges. Really don't, keep focusing on the past. I think let the past go. Whatever was yesterday, let it go. Focus on a new beginning with your person. Let them reach out to you. They will. Let them come back in. And there's a new start for the two of you, filled with much more love than you can possibly ever imagine. I wish you so much love, so much joy. Just remember, I appreciate you. You deserve the best. And please, if you have enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Remember to press the notification icon so that you get notified when I post. And I hope to see you again soon. Lots of love and blessings.